Good morning, Ezra and family. My name is Michelle Taylor, and I will be your EPIC teacher. I live in Bixby, and my husband and I have 4 children. 3 of them are EPIC students, and our 4th will be old enough for preschool next year. We also have a Chihuahua, and I have 4 chickens. When I can't be outside with my chickens and in my garden or hiking, I enjoy reading. I love jigsaw puzzles and board games, and I occasionally like to sneak in a video game as well. I look forward to hearing what you enjoy doing in your free time. Right now I have in front of me some data, the results of your benchmark tests, and I would like to point out that you have incredible achievement. Congratulations on that. The area of growth was not as high, and so we're going to continue to work on that area and get it a little higher for next time. These 2 areas right here are the areas that we'll focus on, mainly this number sense area. To do that, I have created a lesson plan. In this lesson plan, we will work together to identify and count numbers 1 through 100. We will compare and order those numbers, and we're going to use vocabulary such as 2, 5, and 10 more, or 2, 5, and 10 less. Here's a list of things that we will use together to accomplish this goal. We will start with a video on YouTube. This is a short video that will introduce us to some vocabulary terms. We will move on to the next part of our lesson by discussing those terms a little bit more, drawing them out, and putting them on a large flip chart so that we can look back at it later in our lesson. After that, we will put those new vocabulary terms into practice. I will have an activity that will be printed out and laminated, and we will together sit down and move those pieces around and put them in the right place to show that we are learning these terms that we will use in our lesson. These words are numbers, words, base 10 blocks, tallies, 10 frame, drawing, dice, and fingers, all ways of showing and counting numbers. The next part of our lesson will be us working together to make our own flashcards for numbers 1 through 20. We'll get to use colorful markers, and then we'll use those flashcards for our next activity. I'll get to read a very fun book that is called Jelly Beans. And then we will use our own small, colorful candies to practice counting out groups of different numbers 1 through 20. And we'll match those with our own flashcards that we made previously. Then we will spend a few minutes working together, filling in a hundreds chart. A hundreds chart is just a large chart that shows the numbers 1 through 100, and we'll use little cards with the numbers on them to put them in order. Ezra will get to move those around and show his understanding of counting by 1s or 2s, 5s, and 10s when I ask him to do each different group. Then we're going to get active. We're going to lay a large number line out on the floor, and Ezra will get to run up and down that number line as I call out numbers, or I ask him to show me what is 1 more, or what is 5 more than that number, or maybe even 2 less than the number you're standing on. Then we will use small colorful blocks, and we will build a tower above each number on the number line to represent that number. For example, above the number 1, we will simply place 1 colorful block. But above 9, we will stack up 9 colorful blocks. At the end of our lesson, Ezra will get to demonstrate that he understands all of these new vocabulary terms and concepts by completing the Study Island lessons that match up with the standard that we talked about in our lesson. I know Ezra will do very well, so when we get those results of his Study Island, we will review things that maybe he struggled with a little bit or needed a little reminder on before we move on to the next lesson. Ezra, I'm excited to meet you and start working very quickly.